everybody. Welcome to Let's Learn Excel. I'm your Excel instructor. Guys, today we will be covering for Visual Basics for application. So we have covered a small coding, how we can write coding, how we can write our own first macro, message box, how we should learn loops and everything. So guys, today I got you a little exercise which can refresh your little VBA and help you understand, how we can automate simple tasks. And let me tell you something, today we are going to do one small exercise which will involve your Excel skill, little bit VBA skill. And, let's do that. How we can do that without, kind of writing, without even going to Visual Basics editor, we will write our coding today. So we have already covered, how to record the macro. So I hope the session which are covered is clear to you. Let me tell you about developer tab. Once you have your developer tab checked, it will reflect on the top. You can see developer is light green is reflecting on the top to the right. After it is reflecting, guys, you have the insert where you have the controls, form control and ActiveX control. So the difference already I told you, ActiveX control has more options for designing. Form control actually used where you can assign the macro. Inside ActiveX control, you have to write the code which works on the worksheets and so on. Let me tell you, today we are going to cover little ActiveX control and then we'll see more options into that. Now you see, after we have colored everything, command button, we can pull, and then after we get command button, you can see that it is coming there. So let me tell you one more, kind of small thing so that it can refresh you and recapitulate what we have covered by now. So now you see that in ActiveX, you just select this and you can park anywhere. So what I'm doing, wherever I select, that kind of selection should become red. So suppose this is the one. If I select this, it should be red. So now you have to design mode. You have to switch on, and then you have to go inside this. So what you have to write? The very simple code: selection dot interior dot color equal to VB red. So whatever I'm covering, you just remember those syntax. There are colors where you can put VB red, VB green, VB blue. You have to know little just about it for the time being. Then you will understand later. So once you click this, you just switch off. You can see that we are getting an error. Selection spelling is wrong, guys. So you have to be very careful. When you click this, you're getting this spelling object required. You just debug that or maybe remove that. SELE, guys. Okay, so now you go there, you can see this is red. Now you see that it is red, so it is good. So Visual Basics for application, it has all the coding fed inside that. It knows that what is selection, what is interior dot color equal to v dot red. So guys, what you do, you just go to home and you click this. So that part actually we automated that. All right. So now if you record this macro, let it get ABC123 my macro. All right. So now you see, if I click this, it is just selecting this or making the paint, making the color as yellow. Now I stop the macro. Now you see Control R. So once you record that macro, it will make a module one and so on. So all the recorded macro are kept there. So we have recorded this. So if I select this, see, now the problem is it is just working on the selection. You can remove this by putting that in a single quote. So whatever you select now, so it actually making this. If you select the entire segment, so you can see the code where we have not talked about particular range. It is just working on the selection. So now you see, if you go to home and sorry, if you just select this, guys, and if you go to developer, you can just run this code. You put your cursor there anywhere inside this. So you go there on the top, run F5. So either you click anywhere and press F5. So guys, this session is all about helping you understand, kind of rudimentary knowledge of Visual Basics for application to kindle interest in you. So now you see we started filling the cells, and we started doing this way. Whatever we click this, it will make the cell red. All right. And now this button actually is making, kind of clear. If you go to other tab, this tab, so we have the button called all clear, guys. Okay. So if you select everything and if you go there, where is the clear code where we have all clear? So no problem, guys. You make another button form control, you draw there, and now clear all. You can assign clear all. So clear all means you have to select this entire thing. You can clear all. Clear all means all is clear. So whatever code you have written, that code you can call anywhere in the worksheets. So you know that all clear is working. If I put something over there, so you know everything is all clear. So you have to select the area and then all clear. All right. If you put anything over, suppose I'm putting some kind of value, it is all clear. So all clear means you have to select the area and all clear. Clear. So now it is clear to you. Let me go back to my PPT and show you some more examples. So now it is clear to you that you know how we can paint the cell red. And this is the kind of code selection dot interior dot color equal to VB red. So it could be VB green, it could be VB white, it could be black, and so on. So you know this is the syntax selection dot interior dot color. And now this is the message which we have put. Welcome to Let's Learn Excel Macro, and you click the button, you will get this message, guys. So we are using over here ActiveX controls, where inside ActiveX control you have to write your own code. And now go to next slide. So this is actually one of my favorite combo box. Let me so belong on the basis of this combo box, guys. I just want to cover kind of some exercise which can help you understand that where you can use or utilize or leverage this option. Let me go back to my Excel file and show you some examples, guys. This is my dummy data. This is my dummy data where I have to apply some filter on the basis of country. So already I have put the unique country list over there. Let me put the country list in the naming range. You can press Control F3, guys. In the Control F3 you have the name manager. Either you can go by that Control F3, guys. All right. This is actually the shortcut. Otherwise you can go to a long cut, guide. You have to go to formula, you have to go to name manager. You can see that option. If you click this over this, you can see Control F3 is there. So you just click this, the same dialog box will open. Generally I prefer going by that, taking shortcut Control F3. This is more suitable. Now you go to new and unique list. It is reading the header, guys. So it should read the header. So now you see it has taken A1. So now it is not good. So you have to add that. So unique list, you can make that COUNT by country. I know spelling is wrong, but I just want to make it shortcut. COUNT count or COUNT country. You can make you can say les pays. This is the French keyword, French language. Les pays, the countries. So I have the list. All right. So I can select this entire thing. Okay. So you know that I have the name range called les pays. So now I have the name range called les pays. If you press F3 anywhere, so press F3 anywhere to have the list of name range, so that if you have 30, 40, 50 name range available in the Excel file, guys, it is difficult to retain the names. So that's why this shortcut comes to rescue. Press F3, you have the list of countries. All right, you can select accordingly. So now the criteria is, if I have the, if I write over there one country, suppose I'm writing US. All right, if I'm writing US over there, so I want my country with US should be filtered over there. If I write something else, everything should come over there. What should I do here? So you have to make, three helper column. Helper 1, helper 2, helper 3. So I need you to pay attention to that. This is going to be very useful process. Alt HBA. So what you should do here? Helper 1 means what? You can just put one to this much data. So this automation video is all about to help understand how you can automate something without even coding. So you don't need to get into coding. If you have to make this dynamic, like whatever you select, that should come in the filtered way, so that you will understand now. And this is amazing example, guys. Now you see that These are my 20 items. And now second one, I can use my formula called SEARCH, search. In the search function, what I'm doing here, find text. Of course, this is my text. Guys, this G1 actually is the constant text. It is just, absolute reference we have to use here. So how we can, leverage this option? You have to, if you have to drag this, it will become G1, G2, G3, G4, and so on, which actually we don't want. Now we have to log this, guys. We have to log this. So how you log this? Search. This is the option we are searching. Press F4, guys. All right. Press F4, and then you are searching this over here. And now this you can't, of course, drag it because see, you can't, lock this because you have to drag this to the down. That should be not a problem. So, but you can actually lock the column. Press F4, thrice. So you can see that column is also logged. So now you see wherever India is there, sorry, US is there, it will give some value. So it is giving some value here. All right, now you have to be very careful. What actually we are looking for? We are looking for actually this entire row. Like if value is there, this 4 should come. If 1 is there, 7 should come, and then so on. How I will understand this? If, or maybe I can use is number, then it will get me some value like that. Is number, it will get me such kind of values. All right. So now if I go, if is number, this is my logical test, then it should get me this result. Else it should get me blank. Now you see wherever true is there, it is getting us the value of D column. All right. So after I get this column, I know you got an idea about it is easy now for us to get the data from these values. So this is one of my favorite examples. Generally I prefer giving in all my sessions where people understand, after they have used the formula, they really get to know, they the function revision. Actually here they have to use their lots of formulas, and now I'm telling you with these ways. But after this, we'll do something which we can do in just one column. We don't need all 3 columns, and that you have to decide. Maybe you can do by yourself. If your function goes better, then you can go by that. Now the values we got here: 4, 7, 17, 18. These values actually we want because wherever US is located, those values are telling me this is my fourth row. It is actually fourth row. We're starting from fourth row itself. This is one, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth, this is seventh. All right. And this is 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And of course, this is 17 and 18. Now you know that. Now I want to have all these values in just, one by one column. So how I can do that? You can use a small function, guys. Small function you can use. You can put entire array. So that array means you have to press F4 to log that array, and then you have to tell that, first smaller value. All right. So now you see that first smaller value. After that, you are getting these things. So all the values you got over there: 4, 7, 17, 8. But what if we have the error? How we can replace this error with blank? So you can use this function. If error is there, it should be replaced with blank. So after you have this formula, you have these things available with you. So now you understand now how did we create this kind of stuff to get the kind of value. If you write India, now you see that these are the India rows. India is located at first row, fifth row, eighth row, 13th row, and 20th row. So now India is located at first row, fifth row, and eighth row, 13th row, 20th row. So what actually we should do now? We have to copy this entire thing. You have to paste over there, and now you see the overall kind of stuff we can have in one go. Now we will use a function called index, guys. All right, index. Now we have to be very careful. Index means the entire function we have to use. What is my array? Index, what is my array, guys? And row number, of course I have the row number, and then column name. So maybe you can use this entire thing. All right. But will you really log this entire things? Because A4C23 is the range. Now over here we have to use kind of relative reference, or just one function we have to write. Wherever we drag it, the result should be correct. So now if I talk about A4C23 is the range. So can you log this range? Because what is happening, let me tell you something. If you have to use this function, can be done with multiple ways, guys. Either you use this range, all right, A4 through A23. So what you have to log over there? You have to log over there, press F4. You cannot log the column, you can log the rows, guys. All right, the rows you can log, and then you have to row number. What is your row number? Of course, this is your row number. You can park this one function somewhere else, and F column you can log, guys. How will you log the F column? By pressing F thrice. F column is logged, and after you have done that, you see what actually is the result, product one. And if you drag this, 1 5 8 13 20. So this is my 20th row, and you can see 20th row is the one, India, product 20. All right. But if you drag this function, what result you are getting? Are you getting good result or not? If you drag this, are you getting good result or not? So now if you just drag this function up to this level, and now see the result. And if you put US over there, this is the US data, US. And now let me hide this, let me highlight that US, and let me highlight both the countries here. US has 4 rows, 4 7 17 18. Rachel, Harry, Rachel, Paul, and then this is the US, guys. I hope you got this. Now if you have to remove the error, you have to use if error. If error is there, you have to replace that error with blank, guys. All right, so now you see you have replaced everything. Just run this way. Again you have to put that if error function, so you don't need to worry about it. The same function actually you can drag this way. So now this is actually the result, guys. And now the question is, every time I'm writing here, if I write Japan, so this is my Japan. Japan has 3 rows. One, you can see three. Okay, one, and now you can see these two guys, Mike and Paul, are there. 15 16. Yes, the result is coming. So guys, if you hide this also, how beautiful is that? Now you are writing anything. But now the question is, either we can make a drop down there, or either we can make kind of different. But now, as I taught you already, developer tab, why can't we go through ActiveX control combo box button? So you can put your combo box maybe over there, or maybe somewhere here. All right, somewhere here you can make the combo box. Okay, and then you can just see, see, if you go to properties, in properties you have list fill range option. So as I mentioned, you have to write the range over there. How will you write the range? Country, or maybe lay pay is my range which we create that. All right, and list rows are 8 because we want to see 8 in one go. Link cell actually what? Link cell you can make Japan. All right, now if you go there, you cannot just select that way. So you go there, G1, you can make G1 is the link cell. So you can make G1, enter. So now what happens now, if you remove this also, so if you select, if you go inside that, Japan is coming over there. All right, and you can make the font this way. One minute. All right, now you see, one minute, guys. Let me do Control Z. Okay, let me make the font white. Let me select this. I think it's okay. So now you see that if you select Indonesia data is coming. If you select Singapore data is coming. You know what is happening? One, two, three. These are the options, guys. This is better than drop down menu. You can select in India data is coming. Everything is coming from these three data set. If you have large number of rows, maybe some kind of presentation you have to showcase to your management. So there such kind of little automation can show, can actually create the impression. So now you see that this is happening, but you know that, I know, because we have these things available and hide. This is the logic we have built. So we are not showing it to somebody else. Either you make it, white font. You can make anything, if you want to do that, you can just make this way. All right. And you can just, remove this line or whatever. So you can just select this way, and you can remove the format also. I will remove the format, go there, no format, no border. So now you see nothing is visible. All right. So you know that if you want to do this kind of formatting, you just go there and put that. Now everything is coming. So now you go there and put that everything. Now it looks better. You know that value is there, but people will not come to know that if you have to showcase some kind of presentation, see the data this way. This is coming from here only. All right. So, but once you select the things, we have linked this entire whatever selection to G1 cell. So you can say that is also kind of, see, we can't read that, but we have the option called link cell. Whatever you are selecting, that is reflecting on a G1 cell. And in the formula we have used, if you look at this formula, we have used G1 cell as a constant cell. So everything has a logic, guys. Let me hide that. And I hope, guys, you really like this kind of automation where we have really used our developer tab, this combo box, and it is amazing. It is very much useful, guys. You can do a lot more things, after you have used such kind of options. So now let me show you some other example. As I mentioned, unique list. Okay. So if we have a unique list, and if we have to find the total count of a column, how many items are there. So let's do a small exercise with VBA. Let's have command button, put this command button there, and we have the data in column A. How we can find out how many rows are there? So guys, very simple. First you understand what actually function we are going to use, count A. So there are two things, every time you have to count this. So you can use over there one function called, either you go to every cell. Okay. Here again I'm telling you one more example of loop for I equal to 1 to 9, and next 9. Why I'm telling you over here a little bit, so that you will understand that it is very much requires, guys, in this kind of automation, so that you will understand better. Since this example we have discussed with you, you can relate this example to you where nothing is new to you, because you can do by yourself. It's just Excel based automation we have performed, and the entire ActiveX combo box has a link to G1 cell, which you had seen by going to properties, and in the list fill range you have put the name range, and then link cell is G1. That's all we have done. And after that we have painted those helper columns, everything in white. And now on your selection the data is reflecting in the second table, and this is my second table, guys. So these are things you have copy pasted, so as the data looks like exactly same. And now on the selection being made, you can see the data is also reflecting here. So this is amazing automation. This is actually nothing, but it can help you understand all the functions, whatever we have covered by today. So this example which I'm showing you by using this kind of scenario, so you have to understand that we don't know how much data is there first. So you can use the same scenario, whatever we have used, do until range. You can use that way, a ampersand x equal to blank. All right. So now understand that it is just simple English grammar. Do until, you come, until itself. This is completely English grammar. Inside that, whatever you do, that loop will keep on running until this condition is met. So now what is happening? What is x? We have to define x equal to 1. And now this is actually same example I'm taking, guys. I'm not teaching you something new, because I know at this time looping I'm teaching you, but to help you understand, so that you can explore more by yourself. If you write a coding, if you have to check, you have lots of options. You can use count function also, but I'm not teaching you that way. I want to help you and open your brain so that you can think beyond the box. Like if the formula is available, if I know this kind of stuff, see if my start is happening with my loop. So loop will not be completely new to you. After some days, you can do some coding by yourself. So I'm just telling you, these are all basics, but your mathematics has to be kind of little robust to understand such kind of coding. So x equal to 1 and I'm telling a1. So understand that if I run this code by pressing F8 step by step, of course it will go inside there, because do until a1 equal to break, because a1 is not blank, that's why it is getting into that. So now you can see that x equal to 1 and now msg box x. So now if I really run this code, 10, it is telling me 10 is the count, but actually 10 is the not count. We have to tell that something. Maybe you have to tell this way, -1. What is happening? X equal to x plus 1. So if x equal to 1, do until it is doing that way. Clear? So now you can do something rather than giving that. You can see that uh, do until has one kind of issue where after it is putting one more value, then it will check that. Suppose it is 11 or 10, it will go check, change that, and after that it will not get another value. It will come back. So you have to do little tweaking in the code. If you really run that code, it is telling 9, 10 is the count. So this kind of coding you can customize to your requirement, guys. So I know this part we have already covered. This is not new for you guys. This is not new. We have already covered. Only I will cover this part to help you understand. Do until range a x equal to blank. So when this is blank, it is come out. So then you have to do this kind of coding. I hope, guys, you found the session useful, and the example we have covered, in this session has been very, useful for you to explore more opportunities where we have used, index function, and where we have used A23, A4 A23. If you go there, it has become B423. If you see that, it is A423, and so on. So we have done very efficiently this function. Let me go back to now my PPT where I can help you understand more. So now you know that how to create combo box from ActiveX control, guys. All right, now let me show you another example which we have already covered. This is the cell, range we have to give, list fill range, link cell and everything. So now you see we have selected Vicky or Vikram. That Vikram you can see on the right slide. Everything is available there. If you go to my next slide, ActiveX control we are using here, and see that, let's learn how to make the calculator which adds values. So these are the values which we are giving. Let's do that calculator now. So now let me take another tab, or let me read that. Let me rename that calculator, VBA calculator. So guys, understand now we are making our own calculator, or maybe kind of addition tool. So now let me go to my insert and take one text box. This is the text box, guys. All right, one text box you have drawn. You can just copy this and you can paste this also. Name will be different, but we have copied. You can see text box 1, text box 2. Now what will happen? You will tell the user put your value 12. You will put 45. You have to add these values. So to add these values, you should actually need one kind of command button, so that once you press that, result will reflect somewhere else. So again, you have to use one command button. So this is my command button. So now you see this is my text 1, this is my text 2, and this is my VBA calculator. So you just copy this VBA calculator, and then you go there. Inside these two lines, we have to write the. So you can just put this kind of dot, VBA calculator coding, guys. All right, you can put this way. So you can put this way, VBA calculator coding. What I am doing here, sometimes codes are lengthy, so developer gets lost. So to avoid developer being get lost, they actually do such kind of comment, so that they know this coding is doing what. If they have another coding, it is doing what. So kind of such coding. So now you see that VBA calculator is the tab name. Okay, in VBA, if we have to activate any tab, what kind of code we have to write? You can write this kind of code, worksheets, and inside worksheet you can write control V dot activate. it activate. So if we run that code by pressing F9, so by pressing F8 step by step. So once I run that code by pressing F8, or maybe if you go there, you can just go to this place and run the tool. It has come back to VBA calculator. So now you know that it is my tab. It is my tab name. So what should I do now? I want to have my result over there. So you can actually put over here only. Let me put that font. Maybe let me do some kind of little over. So now you see D8 is my range. D8 is my range where I want to pass the result. So what you will write over there? Range D8 dot value equal to 1. Just assume that what we are doing. Understand, I'm putting one value. Okay. So guys, I'm putting one value. One value has come. This is how value goes. This is my destination. All right. So what I'm telling over there, this value equal to 1. So the way we define in mathematics, x, suppose x holds one value or x equal to 1. This is actually the same value. You are passing one value to this one value. This is my destination. Range D8 dot value equal to 1. It can be ABC also, but it will not come. It will give error, guys. You know that. Nothing is coming. Perfect. So what is happening, guys? You have to put that value, you know, or either if you have to write some value, you have to write in inverted commas A, B, C, D. So you can see that we put that value is coming. Why the value is coming? Because Excel knows this is my text. Always remember the text or any string has to be given in a inverted commas. This is my text, but number always just like a number. All right. Now see. Now is the difference. If you put 1, 2, 3, 4, it is aligned to right. If you write A, B, C, D, any alphabetical characters, whatever, it is aligned to left. This is the difference, guys. Numbers are always aligned to right, or text is always aligned to left. So this is the basic difference, guys. Okay. Now let's start our coding. If we have to make the total of these two values, what we can do, guys. So you can actually write that. You can just copy this line of code dot. You can just see that this is my combo box, sorry, text box. You copy this text, so control C, and you just put that dot value. Guys, if you run this code, what will happen? So if you put over there 121, so 121 value will come there. Our code is reading this text box. So now you copied again the text box, control C, and you again put that value this way, plus. Guys, result will be 0 or result will be something else. I will tell you what is the difference. If I put 1245, it will not make correct total, because it will concatenate 1245. You see the result 1212. Why 1212 is coming? Because this is my text box 1, this is my text box 2. So you have to go to coding and you have to make this text box 2. All right. So now if you run this code, it will be 1245. You know that, but this is wrong. We are doing the addition. So now what is missing over there? Always remember, in Excel, if you're getting some value in a text box, it is actually a text. It is not a number. Again, it is a text, not a number. So guys, how to convert that text into number? There is a function called val function. Val means value function. Either you call it val function, or this is called val function, or value function you can call it. So val function or value function you can call it. That function, string as a string, you can put that entire value inside that. Okay. And again you have to use val function. You can put that over there. All right. So this value function converts. Let me write over there. Val function converts the text or string in numeric. So now understand this 1245, it will give this result 57 now. So whatever number you pass, 34, I'm putting two number, it will give 36. All right. If I give 27, if I give over here 12, now you see the result. So this is the calculator, guys. Okay. And now if you put some negative value, the result should be different. So what you have to do over there, you have to write all the coding, guys. So this is the basic function. I want you to see this function for a minute. Let me copy this code and put it somewhere else. Sorry, put it somewhere else. Maybe you can write or read this code and understand what actually we are doing, guys. This is our function. And now again, you can design mode, you can drop this somewhere over there. You can just take this somewhere here, so it will also easy for you to check the result in one go. If you put 271, you see the result is also great. Control X, you can put over there. Guys, now understand this is the code which we have written. I hope you are enjoying the session, since the session is all about little basics of VBA, which actually can help you understand and write a small snippet of code. You have to explore little bit about VBA functions. So over here, they're all basics I'm covering, because if you get some value in text, boxes that comes in a string, all right. And if you open the combo box, or pull the combo box from ActiveX control, so that is requiring your range, list fill range, and there you have to make some link. So the basics which we have covered today very much going to be useful in your day-to-day task. And the function which we have covered over here, this is again awesome. With this, with the help of this, you can actually do lots of things. I hope you found the session useful. Thank you very much for watching the video.